I got your emails. I'll send you an email later tonight when I get out of here. I was on the road with my brother and wife today. My brother's finally biting the bullet and deciding to build a house next door to replace the one that was partially destroyed by Katrina 13, 14 years ago. Nothing like not being in a rush. This is the Cocoon Galaxy. NGC 4485. I got my yeah, there's some really nice colors showing up inside the core of the galaxy. I have the zoom to set to 125 right now. And I got the software capturing an image every 30 seconds, I think it is. I didn't do that last night. I wish I had. But so far I've captured 8 images. But yeah, when you zoom in, you can see those clumps in the outer arms. And what is the designation on the companion? The companion is... Wait. Oh, that was the description of the companion I had up before. This is the description on the main galaxy, 4490. If you look at the DSS image, which I'm going to drag over, there's a hint of material between the two galaxies. Evening, Rusty. I think tonight's going to be mainly galaxies. Uh, this is the Cocoon 4490, I think it was. NGC, yeah, it's R269, NGC 4490. It's in Canis Venatici. And a little small companion above it, oh, is 4485. I'm trying to see if I can pick up, yep, I got that galaxy. This little Leda galaxy at magnitude 17.4 is that little blob right there. Evening, astronomy dude. Yeah, there is definitely more detail popping up in the in the galaxy. Let me see if I can zoom in and move this down. There's that that's at Leda right there. And then there's another galaxy. Well, what's the magnitude on this one? Magnitude 18.7. And that is this little fuzz right there. Leda. So not bad tonight. Going pretty deep. Fine tonight. Just relaxing. While we still have good weather. Before it gets to be oppressively hot. Okay, yeah, that galaxy looks pretty good. I've got 17 captured. Let's see. This is at let's see, altitude 63, azimuth 56. 63, 56. I'm going to go to the whale. Slew to and center.
Telescope slewing to target.
Stop the stack.
Telescope slew complete.
Let me see if I'm still aimed in the slit. Okay. Okay, there's the whale. Okay. Okay, let me push up the 55 and let's start the stacking. Should have done a white balance. I'm a little bit higher in the sky. I'd have to look and see what I sold you. It's I don't have my list here. Oh, I think I'm clipping too much with the black. Yeah, I'm clipping too much with the black. Okay. Okay, I lowered the black. This is 20 seconds. Yes, it is. That's the pup, Jeff. The whale at the bottom and the pup at the top. The baby whale. Let's see, it should start averaging in. Yeah, the pup has NGC 4627. And it's almost round 2.2 minutes by 1.7. And yeah, Rusty, this is ARP 281. Let me see if I can push the exposure a little more. Let's see. Stop. Let's go to 25. Loop. See what that does to the histogram. I'm going to post some pictures later what I did as far as a shroud covering to block the monitor light from intruding into the observatory. Basically got a 54-inch by 4-foot sheet of blackout cloth that we used to cover the windows in the travel trailer. It's a very lightweight cloth. It's got a black inner layer, a white, and a beige outer layer. And I just hung it up between me and the scopes, and it seems to be working pretty well. Yeah, then I have a little piece of like 1 by 1 that I suspended off of the walls of the observatory, and I let the cloth hang out about 1 foot from where the wall of the observatory is, so I can get behind it and observe. Let's see if I can get to 125. That's 125. Okay. Yeah, you can see the hints of the little dorsal fin here. The colors are pretty nice. Goldish in the core, blues to the ends. Where's my sharpness? Sharpness is at a 100. Let me push it to 150 and see what happens. Hopefully that circular glow will go away when I put the filter in the right location in the optical train. Or flats. I have to make a note to self to take flats and apply flats. It's something I've never done. See, the hockey stick is right above this. Yeah, I'm like you, Rusty. There's nice detail in the galaxy. I'm going to move over to the hockey stick. Let me stop the stack.
Telescope slewing to target. Telescope slew complete.
It's not that far. Yep, that's correct. Can't change the orientation of the camera, anything. Once you take them, you got to leave it the way it is. Let me start stacking. Average stacking, that is. The Saints only had one draft pick. They had traded away all the other ones they had. Last season to get some players they needed during the season. I don't know how they get Hummingbird out of that, Rusty. Crowbar, yeah. But the Hummingbird, that no, I don't see that. What am I at? I'm at 25 seconds. I don't know if I can go longer. I can try going 30. So that should shift the histogram to the right a little bit. Yeah, you can see the extended wing. It kind of right up in that general area. I can kind of see a fish hook also.
Operation completed.
Yeah, I guess the next one will be the 4565. Fishhook is a separate small galaxy? $46.57. Let me put that in the search and see if I could find it in SkyTools. NGC 4657. Search. That does not appear in the SkyTools list. I don't know why. Is it possibly this little, that little piece on the end that you're talking about, maybe being the other galaxy? SkyTools doesn't show it as a separate target. Okay. And SkyTools just shows the one. Okay. Which atlas shows that? Stellarium. Okay. Okay. I'm going to stop the loop and go to 4565.
Telescope slewing to target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay. Dueling galaxies. Okay. Okay. Wait till the next exposure. I mean, SkyTools is pretty complete. I think that was when I shined the light up. Oh, wow. Oh, back problems can be a real bummer. See, what is the companion is 4562. 4565. I call it the day the Earth stood still galaxy. And at the bottom is 4562 at magnitude 14.5. That's that one right here. It'll start adding to the stack. There it is. Okay. To lower the red a little bit. Yeah, 4562 is in a little bottom corner. Okay. Yeah. And I guess that's why I call it the day the Earth stood still galaxy. It reminds you of that spaceship. Let me see what I'm trying to remember what dark I was applying. Since I have a gain at 40, I have exposure of 30 seconds. Let's see what that. I'm playing with different old darks. Yep. Dicto. There's yeah, there's one of them right at the very top. Right. There's one right there, and that is 1, 2, 3 stars, and that's what's that number? That's this one. It's IC 3546 at magnitude 15.3. 0.3 gigayears from Earth. And there's another one, but I think it's further out. I'd have to move this galaxy down a little bit. The next one that would be visible would be let me push the magnitude limit up in Sky Tools. Yeah. That's not a bad little galaxy up there either. Let's see, eraser. And then back to that one's too low. It's only 10 degrees up. That would be in the neighbor's trees. And that would be in the tree to the south. Silver Needle. Getting the Silver Needle.
Operation completed.
And let's go to the Silver Needle.
Telescope slewing to target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay. Okay. So we moved over to the Silver Needle. Wait till the next image. Then we do a white balance. Now to move to a different location. Click, click, click. Coming up in 30 seconds. Okay. Now to start the stack. Okay. This is the Silver Needle. NGC 4244. Magnitude 10.4. 15.1 minutes of arc by 5.9. And it's close. It's only 14.7 million light years from Earth. Sky Tools doesn't show. Two. I'm looking for possibly other galaxies in the field. Okay, that's that. 1, 2, 3, big time. That's those two. That's there. Squiggle right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I see a very almost stellar Leda. It's 17.4. See, there's a chain of stars. I'm trying to find match fields. Curve. And there's the chain of stars here. And it's pointing to a possibly. I think that dot right there is, let's see, that's a Leda galaxy at magnitude 17.4. Very small, 25 seconds by 17 seconds. It's starting to show, it almost appears to show a dust lane in the center. There's a faint line right through here. Yep, little dust line. Oh, thank God for coffee. Whew. So this is the Silver Needle. I have a list of the Edge-on galaxies of spring that I've downloaded, and I've sorted them by size. (3628) is still in the Eastern Hemisphere. Yeah, the core is that kind of a yellowish gold color. The ends are bluish, hints of pinkish red. Well, I'm on this side of the meridian, but the next one would be (3628). That's the third of the trio in Leo. But now that I have this light shroud, let me see what it looks like. Let me stop the stacking and let's go to it.
Telescopes looming to target.
I'm going to do a
Telescope slew complete.
Okay, I think that's clear now. Okay. Okay. Wait till the next exposure without the red light flashing off the dome. Okay. Start the stack. That's the first image, and let's see when they start averaging. Yeah, the hamburger. I don't know what other names it has. It's also ARP 317. Let me see, is the sharpness too high? Let me reduce it down to 100. King Hamlet's Ghost. The Vanishing Galaxy. I know with long exposure imaging, the dust lane kind of splits and widens on one end of the galaxy. I was going to say, not like the hamburgers they show in the commercials, but the ones you actually receive, right? I like the unevenness of the dust lane. Let me go to 125. I like. Let me drop the red a tear, a hint. Okay. Because this is in my worst light pollution area. The filter does help. Yes, I'd get one for Rock for Christmas, but who knows if he'll ever use it. He's kind of not a filter person. I know. Yeah, it's looking good now. See, I got 95 images captured so far. I'll have to pick a few out and post to the group. Yeah, the dust lane is really looking nice now. Oh, where's my frame count? Frame count 10 in, 9 out. No, good luck, Rusty. Yeah, I know how those backs are. Glad you could stop. I hope you feel better. Well, 20s, that's like another 10 minutes. But we're not going anywhere. What's the next galaxy ahead? The next largest galaxy ahead is in Virgo. And it's still on the eastern side of the meridian. Splinter galaxies on the eastern side. So I still have a bunch of the adjoint galaxies of spring in the eastern side of the meridian. Yeah, I'm going to let this build a little bit longer. I'm going to take a quick look outside because when I came in at twilight, there was some thin haze. I want to see if there's any clouds out there. I'll be right back. Yeah, the sky's a little soft. That's looking pretty good now, Jeff. I'm input 17, output 16. I don't know what's burning to the south that would be bringing smoke this way. Oh, all the way from Mexico. Sheesh. Yeah, I've lowered the blue a little bit. It's a little bit too blue. Maybe I'll get to 20 and then I'll move on. Right now we're at 19. Yeah, we had a torrential downpour on Thursday, but yesterday and today was gorgeous. Well, let's see. Next galaxy, NGC 5084 in Virgo. It's roughly the same size. Let me get a DSS image. It has a few.
Operation completed.
Oh, it shows a dust lane. Okay, it has a few companion galaxies. Okay. So that's 22. Let me stop that, and then let's go to slew to and
Telescope slew into target.
Yeah, that's low.
Telescope slew complete.
That's pretty low. Okay. This is, we're going to no, we're not going to a single star. We are going to a galaxy. Hi, Daryl. Glad you could join us. Yeah, I just slewed to the southeast. I'm at altitude 30 and azimuth 147. I'm waiting to. Oh, why is it? There may be clouds down there. Son of a gun. Take a look outside. Maybe Jeff is bringing me the smoke. Yeah, that's not looking very good down there. Let me change the exposure. Stop. Try 10 seconds and see what's what. There's the galaxy. Let me get it to the center. Okay. This is NGC 5034. And now I'm at 10 seconds. Let's see. Good night, Jeff. Glad you could stop by. Let me see if I can go to a longer exposure now. 30 might be too much for as low as it is. Let me go to 20 and see what happens. That's the light pollution we're dealing with. Let me do a white balance for down there. That's not good. Yeah, that's not looking good at all. Okay. Too much light pollution to the south. Let me go further up. Let me go higher up.
Telescopes flew into target.
Moving away from the south.
Telescope slew complete.
Okay. I'm just wondering if something's happening to the skies. Went over to M51 since it's away from the sky glow to the south. Okay. What the heck? I'm gonna go with a longer exposure than I did last night. I just went up to a 40-second exposure. Let's see what happens. I hadn't gone that long. Oh, it's too much. Too much. Okay, let me go back to 30. 40 was way too much. Back to 30. Okay, we're halfway through an exposure. Okay, that's better. Let me start the stack. I think I did a color balance. I'm still at 1.4 gamma. I hope the focus didn't shift. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to smooth out. I can't tell if the focus shifted. Focus may have slipped a little bit. Yeah, one would hope so with this amount cost. I know Dewey's getting the same amount. I think he's really going to enjoy it when he gets it. Let me go to this star. Alcade. I'm going to check focus.
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
Okay, let me go back. Histogram to defaults. Let me put the mask on. Okay. That's pretty close to being right on. Not much of a change. let's go back to
Telescope slew into target. Telescope slew complete.
okay, the galaxy's there. Let's stop. Let's loop. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, we'll see what happens when we start stacking. I went up a little bit longer with the 35 seconds just to see what happened. Maybe I'm going to push the blue up a little. Yeah. Okay. This may be the last object for tonight. Just let this run for a while and build a few extra images. Oh well. It was a little bit better last night. I think the atmosphere was a little bit more transparent. A little edge on Galaxy down here stood out better. And this little elliptical was a little bit more pronounced last night. It's not bad, but it was better last night. I haven't tried the oh, humidity's probably, let's see. 78%. 70% relative humidity. I just clicked on to do a negative and I don't know why something jumped off to the right side. Yeah, there's a negative. And the Rusty likes doing a lot of the negative views, and I'm going to add a few to the stack negatives and then I'll go back to the positive. Yeah, we're already starting to get some mosquitoes out here. The termites are already starting to swarm. Already had to cut our grass twice. And I just cleaned all the pollen off of the objective of my solar scope today. And that was a mess. The technique from Lunt did work. They recommended using plain white tissue and methyl alcohol or methanol, and then following up with acetone, and then going back for a third treatment with methyl alcohol, and it cleaned up the objective pretty well. It was covered with that sticky pine pollen. Yeah, I know people were posting about having light snows. It got down to, I think, 61 last night or 63 last night, and it was up into the 80s today. That's definitely a different view. That dark lane that bridges over to the companion galaxy is you can see that little white line. Interesting. I'm going to stop the stack, go back to the positive view, let it build a little bit, go up to 150 in the sharpness. I think I'm running the cooler at, yeah, I'm running the cool, oh, I didn't mean to run it at minus 10. Okay, so it's running at minus 10 centigrade, the cooler. Okay. So let me start average stacking these. A little bit more aggressive on the sharpness. We'll just stack a few of these and then I'll call it quits for the night. Yeah, the real thing I wanted to test tonight was this light barrier between my monitors and the scope. I may have to extend it a little bit. But for the most part, it's working well. Okay, we still have one in the, we haven't stacked two yet. Okay, So there's an average of 2. I'll let it run for a few more and then I'm going to call it quits. If it's clear tomorrow evening, I may try doing some solar now that I've cleaned off the objective. It's definitely not as clear as it was last night. Oh well, folks, I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Glad y'all could come by. And if it's clear tomorrow, I'll try again tomorrow. Good night, Jim, Bob, and guests. Y'all have a good evening. Until next time. Bye for now.